Good evening and welcome to another episode of Jerry What the What Diamond. This is podcast number 15. How's everybody doing tonight? Generally I do this in the morning, but I had a lot going on today, so the busiest schedule, so I didn't get a chance to do it till right now at 10:40 p.m. on Sunday night. So I'll make this a little short because Joe Osteen is going to be on in a little while, and I listen to him, try to listen to him every Sunday, and he gives me some good points of views in life. I feel like at times he's talking to me because talk about what's going on in the world and overcome fears and overcome certain situations in your life. And God knows I've been through a lot in my life, so and still going through a lot in my life. But in a way, it feels like when he talks, he's talking right to me. And the good thing, two good things about this is number one, he's only half an hour compared to an hour at a regular church service, and number two, no money's involved compared to going to a regular church service. So there's your pros and cons here, ladies and gentlemen. um, so tonight I want to talk about today had beat the New England Patriots today. Woo! 16-0. Yes, give it up for the Buffalo Bills. Absolutely. Oh my God. And they won last week too. I was surprised, you know. So the first two games they lost, and then I finally turned around, and you know, the Patriots were they were 3-0 until today. Now they're like 3-1, thanks to the Buffalo Bills. Go Bills! Still upset about that Giants game. So Rob Gavin, I know you're a big Jets fan, so it's okay. We'll get you next time, maybe. I don't know. But Tom Brady's coming back from his 4-game suspension there, you know, and recently just read an article about him. He's over in Italy tanning in the nude. Ooh, in the nude. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes another ball scandal. Oh, good Lord. I thought that was funny. Anyway, this week I was supposed to interview Ryan and Nellie Shanahan, who runs the open mic there for Lark Tavern, but I'm not going to be able to, and I'm going to send her a text message in a little bit. I won't be able to do it till next Monday. I got something coming up, obligations coming up, so I'm going to try to get there tomorrow night. I may not make it there, so we'll see what happens. I got some important things I have to take care of. So I'm going to try to get there. I'm going to send a text message and see if we can do it next Monday. Next Monday, of course, is Columbus Day weekend. So, of course, all the kids are going to have no school. So they're going to have a 3-day weekend already. School just started, for crying out loud. What's going on around here? What is going on? Sad, sad, sad. Anyway, so a lot going on in the world. We had the big presidential debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And I know a lot of people, that was the highest rated debate ever in the U.S. history between two candidates such as Donald Trump and a Republican and a Democrat. So that's crazy, huh? Crazy. But here's the thing about the whole situation. I feel like that there was more set up for Donald Trump. To me, it sounded like it was more like an interrogation than it was a debate. Now, give you the fact I'm not really crazy about the guy, and again, I'm not really crazy about Hillary either. I mean, they both have a lot of issues they got to deal with. You know, we got Hillary Clinton with her email scandals, and then now we got Donald Trump with his tax returns and filing and pissing off the immigrants and basically the whole United States, apparently. You know, the people say if he becomes president of the United States, they're all going to pack their bags and move to Canada. So, me, I'm just going to move next door. That wasn't the right button. That wasn't the right button. Let's see. Let's try that one more time. There you go. That was on me, but not that one. I got the little thing I'm working on here. So let's see here what's going on here. I'm not wearing my glasses because I hate wearing my glasses because I can't see when I'm doing things. And I've just this new button here. No, that's not it. Let's see, where is this damn thing? I'm trying to make things go around here. Anyway, so to me the debate is, you know, this world needs we're going to have another president, because President Obama already served his 2 terms, and now he's going to be heading out of the office, and it's going to be taken between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Now, the way it all ends is that I don't really vote, because to me they're all a bunch of liars anyway and crooks. I mean, look at what's going on with the government. Some of them being taken to jail because of their taking money and spending on their own free will, And they're getting richer, we're getting poorer. Here's the thing, and this is through Ronald Reagan from back in the 80s. He said that we don't need all this government. There's way too much government. We only need a little bit of government to make the world run right. Now, yes, I know we're overpopulated. There's so many people living in the United States more now than it was back in the 1980s. But you know what? Here's the thing. If we're all going for the same thing, then it should be for the same thing. It doesn't have to be, you don't need all these political idiots, so-called geniuses, sit there and tell you, oh, this one's got to do that one, that one's got to go this one, this one's got to do this way. It's ridiculous. It totally is. You should have just enough, a handful of government to tell you what needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done, and make sure they're good candidates and make sure they're obligated to do the job. Not just keep sticking their hands in their finger in a cookie jar and thinking they're going to get away with it, because eventually they're going to get caught and then they're going to go to prison. I mean, look, we already got a handful of people already from politics in jail because they get their hands stuck in a cookie jar and taking a lot of money and spending it for their own free will. So, but the thing is that government, there's too much of it, and we don't need all the government. So we need to cut down a lot of government and take care of the real problems in this world, like health care, the minimum wages here, housing, taxes. Taxes is a huge thing in the United States, and I think apparently New York and California are the highest payest tax bracket in the United States of America. Now that's just plain crazy. There's no reason for that. And I know a lot of the reason is because they get the damn government up here, upstate New York anyway, get their jar taking their money, our money, and spend it on their benefits and their own well-being, living high in a hog. I think we all should go live in the government's house and let them tell them take care of us since we've been taking care of them all these years, taking our tax dollars and they're spending on their vengeance, whatever they want to do, camping and going on these high-class vacations and prostitutes. I mean, come on, really now what's going on with all that crap? Knock it off. But my thing about politics is that we need someone who's going to run the country the way it should be run. Not one for people from one side of this person, not for the other side, not being more for the rich people and leaving the middle class and especially the poor people hanging. There are so many poor people living in the United States, and I think it's getting more, increasing more and more each time. Because the thing is, a lot of people will have naughty kids, and that's the big thing right there. And the jobs are hard to find because why? Because the damn government here is taking our jobs and sending them overseas where they don't belong. We have a lot of good paying jobs up here are now no longer here because of the taxes situation. So they all went overseas where it's cheaper, and I think it's ridiculous. This is the United States of America. We need to keep our products here, and the people that are making them need to remain here, not overseas. Okay, and that's all I got to say about that crap. Now, like I said earlier, I'm going to be interviewing Nellie Shanahan and Ryan Shanahan next Monday night, and so that podcast will be on the following week. I still got one more I haven't got on yet. I got to get that on from last week when I was doing my podcast at the Large Tavern, excuse me. The #1 open mic in the last 2 years in a row. Ooh, ooh. And not only that, but they get the best damn burgers in the capital region. So you ever get a chance, come over to Lark Street and Lark Street Tavern and have some brewskis and some great hamburger and of course some great laughs. We're there every Monday night from 8 to 10:30, hosted by our new hostess, Nellie Shanahan, who her and her husband just recently moved up here from Massachusetts. And I'm going to get more on their input about what made them come to upstate New York and what made her decide to come into the comedy business, because I've been doing comedy now going on 4 years now, and I've seen Ryan Shanahan outperform. He used to come over here up to Albany from Massachusetts to perform, and they just recently got married. They just celebrated their 1-year wedding anniversary, so give it up for them too, right there. Absolutely. And many more to go. I'll just get that pack rat Terrence Dalton the hell out of there. No, I love you, Terrence. You're a good man. I love you. Just stop blending in with the furniture. You look like a goddamn, not a comedian, but a chameleon. I always wanted to say that. Sorry we didn't get a chance to roast each other, but you know what? Here's the thing. I love all my fellow comics, and it's hard to roast people when you really care about them and you don't want to hurt their feelings. I know it's all in fun, and I'm learning that as the trade goes through. And I know I can roast. I've roasted people before. Even when I wasn't roasting, I roasted the hell out of them. But I'll get him one of these days. Don't you worry. I'm not scared. Um, so again, I want to talk about Nellie and Ryan and how they got about doing comedy, what made them come up to upstate New York on Albany here, capital region, and what made her decide to host the Lark Tavern. Because, like I said, she's never been on a circuit for comedy before. He has, but she hasn't. So I want to get the low scoop on everything. And eventually, all my comic comedian friends when they ask me, "How am I going to be on your podcast? Am I going to be on your podcast?" Yes, every one of you is going to be on my podcast eventually. I will get you on there. I'm still waiting to hear from Andy McDermott and his Goonies there from the Hudson Valley region, because they recently just won the roast battle between the Albany area comics and the Hudson Valley comics. So I want to give it one more time for the Hudson Valley comics. They did a really good job. They were wonderful. They really were. And they blended the roast with improv. But see, a lot of people don't understand when you do comedy. It's not just about telling your jokes. A lot of people can do it. There's different style of comic. You can do a one-liner. You can be a storyteller, which I'm like that. I'm a storyteller more like. Then you got the one that can just go on, just really with their technique, So, and I love all my family comics. I think they're all wonderful, and they're all going to go places, and a lot of them have going places, and I'm getting there too. So, I'm right behind you. So, but I love doing it, and I'm glad to be doing it, and I don't think I would trade for anything else. And I wish I'd gotten it. The only regret I have is wish I had gotten into it 20 years ago. But it's never too late to do anything. I'm still in my mid-40s, and that's not late for me yet. So I'm still hopefully maybe I'll get a Grammy or something. Who knows? I know Blaze After Dark's after another Grammy. He didn't get one, but he just finally got one later on during the year. He did, but I think they're all great comics, and I'm also going to be doing a show benefit for Carl Carey, the Low Beat, Orange Cats Humane Society, raising money for the cats. So that's going to be October 26th, I believe, at the Low Beat, 8 o'clock to 11. I'll give you more info on to that when the time comes. And come out, only a $5 donation. Come on out for a couple hours for laughs. They have beer, get some beers in you, and see a bunch of us great comics. I know it's going to be me, of course. Carl Carey's hosting it, and the amazing Blaze Up the Dark's going to be there. I believe Jay McBride, one of the greatest comics I've ever known, and she's really good, a transgender, and she's really, really good. I love her dearly, and she's going to be headlining, I believe. And I know Dre, another local comic, she's wonderful too. She's really good with her lesbian jokes. And I don't know who else. What's this? Nick Ramonelli, I believe he's going to be on there too. I'll double check my quotas here. I don't know who's going to be on there. I'll get back to you on all that. Be another week or so. So next podcast, I'll inform everybody who's going to be there, when's going to be, so y'all can show up. So, but right now, I'm going to call it a night. It is now 10:53, so I get ready for Mr. Joel Osteen, see what his word of wisdom is for the day, for the week. I get these things on my phone every day about different things he says, different quotes, and a lot of them I feel like he's talking right towards me, because I'm going through a lot of my life right now, and a lot of things happening, and trying to figure things out in my life. And he's kind of like basically talking to me right now, like I'm right there in the studio. So, but hopefully things will come around for me and get back to where I want to be, and hopefully be where I want to be in my life. And basically, this is what I want to do. I want to do comedy. This is my dream, and I'm chasing it, and I'm busting my rear end. And a lot of people have been telling me I've been getting a lot better, which I'm glad to hear that, because I love doing this, and I want to make this the best thing in my life and make a big difference, not only in my life, but in other people's lives. And if I can make one person happy, just one person happy, before my time is up, then I did my job. And I want to thank everybody who comes out to support us every week at the Lark Tavern every Monday night, and of course the Low Beat, the second and fourth Tuesday each month, hosted by Carl Carey. So again, the Low Beat every second and fourth Tuesday of each month. And of course, the Comedy Works is located now at 388 Broadway in Saratoga. I go there the rest of the Tuesdays when I'm not at the Low Beat. So, and then Grady Dixon, he hosts the show. Tommy Nitchie, who runs the Comedy Works. Thank you all so much. We have writing sessions every week there when they have them, and so we learn a lot from each other, and we're trying to develop ourselves and our sets and try to become the best comics ever. I mean, we're all out there trying to do the same thing. We're all waiting for that nickel and dime, you know. So, but I'm gonna call it a night. It's again 10:55, so I'm getting ready to see Mr. Joel Osteen in about a half an hour or so. So I will be again next Monday night at Lark Tavern, hopefully interviewing Nellie Shelleyhan and Ryan Shelleyhan. I'm hoping I'm saying her last name right. Me and my words ain't too good sometimes. But I will interview them too and get the scoop on their lives and why she's doing what she's doing. I'm gonna tell you something. She does a really good job, and we're all glad to have her at the Lark hosting the Lark Tavern. She's really good and she's funny and she get that British accent. I love her British accent. She's so funny with that. I think that's why Ryan married her, because of her British accent. I think that's what I'm gonna find out when I interview them. But again, yes, go Bills with a great victory today against the Patriots, New England Patriots, 16-0. Woo-hoo! And yes, of course, my baseball team, the New York Mets, is in the playoffs now. They are in second place, so go for the New York Mets. 2 years in a row. I'm hoping they're going to make it this year. And when they do make it to the World Series, they better go all the way through. Because last year was a flop last year, and I was not happy. And neither were the Mets fans. I never see a bunch of people flop out, get rid of their gear as fast as the New York Mets teams did. So now we have Tim Tebow, but he's in the little leagues there. So, but hopefully the next couple of years or so he'll perform, and he'll be able to be out there with the big guys and doing his bit. So happy to have Tim Tebow on in the New York Mets to see what they make a big change for us and see what he got for us. So to sign off for now. This is the end of the night for me. I'm signing off. This is Jerry. What the what? Diamond podcast number 15. Thank you, and America, keep laughing. Good night.